Peace to the hip hop on the grind world. For what's the word? It's your boy, the Overwrite, the man who controls the hype. Big shout out goes to SA Hip Hop 24/7 as well as SA Hip Hop Music Blog. Let's get him.
Hip hop on the grind with Overwrite.
The man who controls the hype.
Now, an alleged spotter implicated in the murder case between AKA and Tibz came forward with an alibi defense, adding layers of complexity in an already intricate legal proceeding. According to ENCA, the alleged spotter, known as Ulindo Dimbande, said that he was not a spotter on the day that AKA and Tibz were brutally killed. Undimande informed the court that he wasn't acting as a spotter, but was actually stood up by a date on the evening of the crime. This information came to light during the bail hearing at the Durban Magistrates Court, where 5 out of the 7 suspects facing charges in connection with the murder of AKA and his friend Tibz were seeking bail. The murder case, which has garnered significant attention, is scheduled to reconvene next Monday. It's also anticipated that additional defendants will be called upon to present their responses to the charges. Personally, I feel like niggas are doing all that they can to not face a sentence, and this move was just another rabbit out the hat. And all we can do as the public is hope and pray that the state has the right guys. Speaking of AKA, now his ex-bodyguard faces graft charges at Fort Hare. So now, in a surprising turn of events, Anwar Khan finds himself facing corruption charges linked to the University of Fort Hare. Or is it Hara or Hara? According to Eyewitness, Khan was arrested over the Easter weekend alongside 14 others as part of an ongoing investigation into an alleged tender corruption syndicate that is believed to have cost the university millions. Khan, which is basically the owner of the Pentagon Group, which is that security company that handled Abu AKA, appeared at the Dimbaza Magistrates Court on Tuesday, which is Malbani, alongside the others that are accused. So now the group is basically facing a range of charges including fraud, corruption and racketeering. So in the wake of these whirlwind allegations, 4 of the accused university employees have been suspended. Authorities are also tight-lipped on the specifics of Khan's alleged involvement, but it highlights the ongoing battle against corruption in South Africa, which has now also infiltrated institutions of higher learning. Personally, I feel like we would not have known about him being involved in these charges if he himself didn't put himself in the spotlight. And they call it a spotlight for a reason, right? Now homies know that he's involved in such allegations and may not want to put him on a mission based on how this whole court case can negatively impact his brand. But other than that, I don't want to say anything else because they might come and get me. Now, the Southern African Music Rights Organization, which is known to all of us as SAMRO, has distributed over 33 million in royalties to its members on digital platforms in FY 2024. So in a statement, the organization says that this underscores SAMRO's continued commitment to ensuring its members are properly compensated for the use of their musical works by digital platforms such as your DSPs, which is your digital service providers, as well as your VODs, which is your video on demand, as well as user-generated content on Spotify, Netflix, as well as TikTok. So SAMRO also has another distribution scheduled for June, further enhancing its members' earnings potential, says the organization. Personally, for me, this is a great initiative. People need to get paid for the music that they put out. But so now the biggest question for me right now is the value. How much is a stream worth? Because now sharp, Abo KO, Abo Big Zulu, they're gonna eat nice because now they've garnered value, Abo millions of views. But now what does this say for the upcoming artist? How much is a stream? And if someone has 1,000 streams, can he eat from that? You know what I mean? So as much as SAMRO is doing the most, now I feel like the next conversation should be the value of music. How much is the music actually worth? And speaking of music, Unasty C teams up with Maida for the IVYSON Pack imminent release. So after the successful release of his 4th studio album, which is I Love It Here, he dropped it Boma September last year. He's not necessarily slowing down in his pursuit of new music, as he's initiated the rhythm for upcoming releases. A few days ago, the rapper took to his social media platforms to tease his fans, igniting anticipation for the upcoming 2-track pack. So now the 2-track single pack includes songs like See Me Now featuring the talented songstress Maida and Compressor, and it's set to be released CSUN on April 4th, 2024. Personally, I feel like Nasty C hit us with a 2-pack because of how the last IVYSON project went. Yeah, man, because I don't remember a single track from that project. Hey, but let's wait for tomorrow before we talk a lot of smack. Also, Touchline is also set to drop a soul-bearing joint titled Say It To Yourself. So Touchline has also enjoyed a successful stint in SA hip-hop ever since he made his mark, and his music has also created like a significant resonance amongst his fans. For me personally, it's so crazy because I'm still tripping on that joint he did with Sweet Kid on the hook now. I think it's called Imali, and what's also dope was the promo that actually went with it as well. You know what I'm saying? It's always interesting to see how niggas get creative in like their strategies. Another release that I'm also anticipating is Biscuit. She's dropping a young something on Friday as well, and if you want to know what it is, follow her on her social media platforms. But that's basically what's the word for today. Be sure to follow us across all social media platforms. We are SA Hip Hop on the Grizzly Grind. As for me, I am the Override, the man who controls the hype, and I'm over and out. Awe.